Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. Today I wanted to show you something really new and really cool. And this is my entire current Amiibo collection. I've been collecting Amiibo since they first started coming out. The only problem is I never really had any place to display them before. But I have this new setup I have going on back here and it looks amazing. I do keep all the boxes, and I'll show you the boxes too for each one of them. So even though I open them, I do try to preserve the boxes. But I got these mainly because I want to use them with the game, or the games that they go with. But I do collect some that I know I just want to keep for decoration. And that's mainly like these vintage ones, because I love the vintage Nintendo NES days. And I think they look really awesome, and they're really well detailed as well. But I wanted to show you up close what all these look like and kind of show you my new display because I'm really proud of it. I've been working for the last 2 weeks to make this possible, so I really want to show it off. But let me know what you guys think of it afterwards. So first I thought I'd show you these. These are my Pac-Man pops, and I have my Pac-Man Amiibo there. I do have an old Atari. Well, it's not like an old Atari, but it's a few years old. It's one of those plug in and play, and they have all the games on them. So I thought this was a pretty good display for them. But there's the Pac-Man, and it looks really cool. And then over here, I do have the gold Mario, and I ended up having to get him on eBay because they were Walmart exclusive, and they were nearly impossible to find. But I thought the gold ones looked amazing in these little plastic display cases that you can buy. And they're about $8 for the display cases. They just snap in there and they look pretty awesome, I think. But yeah, Gold Mario is pretty awesome. Over here on the other side, I do have the Gold Mega Man. He was an exclusive with the new 3DS Mega Man Legends game. And he looks pretty sweet in the Amiibo display case as well. And then Shovel Knight here. I was actually kind of surprised they made a Shovel Knight Amiibo just because he's only got the one game, both for the 3DS and the Wii U. But I thought his position during his pose on the Amiibo looked really cool. And the detail, he looks really like he's from the game, so I thought that was pretty neat. And his base is unique as well for his particular release, so he looks pretty sweet. And now we'll start down here where the NES is that I have. Now, I've had an NES since it first came out back in the early to late 80s, and I've always enjoyed playing it. I have a good collection, I think, of NES titles, but this one's actually a newer one because my old one from when I was a kid just stopped working, so I recently got a new one maybe about 6 years ago. So I have it displayed with all my vintage-like Amiibo. You have Mega Man here, Silver Mario, Duck Hunt, and Dr. Mario on top. And back in the back there, that cube is actually, or question mark block, has the figure that came with it. It's actually a Club Nintendo exclusive I got a while back. And then here in the front, I actually have both vintage or classic Marios. The one on the left there is a modern Mario. And then we have two R.O.Bs. One's a Famicom color variation, and the other one's just an NES variation. And then, of course, Mr. Game & Watch there. Mr. Game & Watch is actually pretty cool because he comes with those extra little pieces in the back that you can take out and switch if you want to. So you're essentially getting 4 Amiibo out of that one Amiibo. I thought that was a pretty cool idea. But the R.O.B ones I really like because I'm kind of amazed at how perfectly designed they are. They look just like miniature R.O.Bs. And the paint jobs are wonderful on them. Very cool. Now over here is my Super Nintendo setup, and I decided to put all of my red-based amiibos for the Mario characters here. And I didn't know what to do with Rosalina, so I figured she was good here as well, even though she doesn't have a game for the Super Nintendo, obviously. And then, of course, the Yoshis with Mega Yarn Yoshi there in the back. I absolutely love these. I thought that was such a cool idea that they made plush versions of them to go with the game, because it's like having a real version of the characters in real life to play with and stuff, and they look really detailed and amazing. I've only used them a couple times in the games because it basically gives you a bonus Yoshi, and I like to challenge myself, so I don't particularly use them too often, but I do think that they are really, really cute and soft. And Rosalina, I actually got her on eBay. It was nearly impossible to find her, and I don't know if they're ever going to remake her again, which it would be nice if they did, because I know a lot of people would probably really like to have her. And she's useful in many of the Mario games. So not having another wave of her is kind of sad. And then we have all the Mario brothers there. Yoshi, Peach, Toad, and Bowser. And I just love how awesomely detailed, well painted all these are most of the time. Do think they're very cool. And over here I have my Nintendo 64. And I kind of have like a Pokemon theme going on here with my Pokemon Snap game. A couple of plushes. And this is the green Nintendo 64. I actually just recently learned that the colored variations of the N64 are actually worth more than the original. So I thought that was kind of cool. Here are all the Pokemon, currently all the Pokemon versions of Amiibo. And there's Lucario, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Greninja, Charizard, and Mewtwo. And I wanted these so badly because I really like Pokemon a lot, but I didn't know if they would ever re-release Jigglypuff and Charizard, and I kind of decided not to collect them unless I could get those ones. So once they re-released them, I knew that I could get them all, so I was a lot happier at that point. But they are amazing. Especially Greninja, I think the design of that one is really spot on. And then of course Charizard has a translucent tail to symbolize his fire on his tail. The Disney Infinity figures, some of them actually light up, and it would be cool if Nintendo eventually made some versions of the Amiibo that lit up. It would be really cool to have a Charizard with a light up tail. That would be really amazing. And over here I have my Zelda setup with my GameCube. I played a lot of Zelda when the N64 came out, but I played even more with the GameCube, so I thought this would be the best setup for my Zelda Amiibo. Now I have two plushes in the background. It's Link and Zelda from Wind Waker. Actually, I think he's from Phantom Hourglass. She might be from Phantom Hourglass as well, can't remember. But pretty much the same Link anyways. But we have Midna and Wolf Link there. This one came with the new Twilight Princess game. It's a very cool figure. I absolutely love this figure a lot. It's very well detailed. And then I have all the other ones here, which is Link, Sheik, Zelda, Ganondorf, and Toon Link. And I really like all of these. The only thing that I kind of am concerned with is the fact that they are in action mode, so their faces are hidden, so you can't really see them too well without moving them. But it is what it is, but I think they look really cool either way. So that is my Amiibo collection. But I do have one extra one, but I got this one mainly for my husband's collection. And I'll show you here, in case you're wondering. I have my PS1 down here that the awesome Danny sent me. So if he's watching, thank you again, because I actually set it up here in my little display, and I put my, well, these are my husband's Doom pops on top of it. I think they look pretty sweet though. And then this is all my husband's Street Fighter stuff. And I have the Ryu amiibo there with his stuff there. Looks pretty cool, my PS2. And then I have the Xbox, which has pops from Borderlands 2 and Bioshock Infinite. And then over here is my Xbox 360, and it has Skyrim pops on top of it. So that is pretty much my setup. I'll try to show you the whole thing here, so you guys can kind of see what it looks like. But I think it looks really awesome, and I'm really excited about having a setup, especially for my vintage consoles, because they really needed a spot of their own. And up there, of course, I have the Wii U, and PS3, and PS4 is up there. Also want to show you guys the boxes, because I do keep them preserved. I open them from the bottom, in case you're wondering how I get into them. That way, the top of the boxes are still displayable if I want to, and I can even put the figure back in the box and it'd still be displayable with the box. I think it's worth having it that way. Because like I said, I do buy these mainly to use with the games. A lot of people are actually buying two, but I think that's a bit excessive in my in my collection, because that would take up a lot of space, and I don't really have a lot of space, but I am happy about having them all like this, and there are a few I hope to soon find, and I'm hoping more of the older ones will be re-released. So thank you guys so very much for checking out my video. Let me know what you think of my new amiibo display, because I think it looks really awesome. Let me know how you display your amiibo, and yeah, I'd like to know some different ideas. Even if you knew like an idea of where I could put my boxes, I think I'm just going to store them away. This is my extra Silver Mario that I bought, because I actually did at a time think that I was going to get two versions of the metallic ones, but then the gold one was so hard to get, so I just have an extra one. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next collection video. Alright, bye.